Hey, I'm Lauren, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Book of Learning and Forgetting. I'm going to review it for you. So, in this video, we're going to summarize the book. We're going to provide 5 big points from the book, and along with 5 favorite quotes. We're going to talk about whether or not I recommend it and any questions after reading it. So this book has 3 main points to it. It talks about how we learn as children, we join groups, we acquire language, and we join clubs. The clubs is a really big point. Number 2 talks about the history of education. The traditional education is pretty stupid, and talks about how testing is killing our students. Finally, talks about the field of education and how it should change and how teachers have an impact and how we should be changing our schools and ourselves. So let's talk about the 5 big points. The 5 big points in this book are, number 1, that children learn from language. They learn from acquiring language. They learn from the groups that they join when they speak. When they speak in schools, they learn which groups they should assimilate with. They don't really try to learn the language. They learn it effortlessly. There's no hard work to learn the English language for English-speaking students or any language. Point number 2 is talking about how education has changed over time. How education has been used to build militaries, how education has been used to form societies, how militaries work and are structured mirror oftentimes how our schools work and how our schools are structured. And it starts to talk about two big views, the classic view of learning and the official view of learning. The classic view of learning is mostly social, using other people to help you. It talks about the environment, the experiences, and the connections you build. Also, the official version of learning is standardized and processed and testable and scientific. So point number 4 is how did learning theory impact our schools and our regulations, and like I said a minute ago, our military. All of these social structures are formed by how we interpret learning, how we interpret taking in new information. So how do we teach our students? How do we tell that what we're teaching them is sticking? Finally, a big point in this whole book is how the children and how our future are going to be shaped by our understanding of how we learn. Technology and how that impacts our education is big. And also how we can change ourselves and how we understand learning and how our schools and regulations can change. So where are we steering this ship? Where are we trying to take our schools?